Good morning, Cougar fans. I'm Lucas Power. This is Coach Burks, and you're watching Cougar coverage on the Illini Central Sports Network. So, Coach, let's start this week off with our high school girls basketball team.
Yeah, high school girls have been an unbelievable start to the season. They rattled through the first eight games, 8 straight wins. It's impressive. I know it wasn't playing conference games, but I don't care who you play. Rattling off 8 in a row at the varsity level is big. This week things got a little tougher. So last night they played Illini Bluffs here in the Cougar Den. Suffered a loss. It was a competitive loss. It was a real close game. We led for most of the first half. Just kind of ran out of gas a little bit. So
yeah, and it was a 4-point game at halftime. Yeah. They came out with more intensity than we had. But what I like about watching this girls team is they play the same way the entire game, no matter what happens. Their defense is always there, and at the end of the game, like I said, they got a steal and got a layup there, just like they would in the first half. They just never backed down.
Right, and I think that's what happens when you have a bunch of girls that have played for many years, played together. They've had a bunch of success. They didn't quit. I know they're disappointed with how things turned out, but it's just one loss. They'll probably see Illini Bluffs again down the road, hopefully, so they can learn from that. And then they're going to have a chance on Thursday to bounce back right away when Mount Pulaski comes to town. Another really good Mount Pulaski team in the Tomahawk Conference. So it'll be another battle. But if we play well, we can pick up a win, and that'd be more impressive than winning 8 in a row. 8 in a row is beating Mount Pulaski. So
yeah, it's another conference game, chance to split it 1-1 for the week.
For sure.
Yeah, and then continue on with their future weeks. But let's move on into the high school boys side of basketball.
Yeah, high school boys. We went to Lewiston on Friday night. JV got it started. Got the night started picking up a win. Impressive, surprising. They just played well. They made huge plays, huge shots in the second half to pick up a win. Unfortunately, that momentum just kind of turned into just kind of a dud for the varsity in a very low-scoring game. But we picked up a 29-22 win, and we're not going to apologize for winning a game ugly. We'll take it on the road. They did some things that they wanted to do to slow us down, but, we still won, our third win in a row, and now we got an opportunity to, extend that winning streak this week.
Yeah, and the goals for this week, we just can't take possessions off. We got to play the entire time. We can't give up the backdoor cuts. We got to have help and just do everything that we do in practice. We have to be able to find a way to do it in the game.
Yeah, and we need to get things started tonight. We're on the road at Hartsburg-Emden, a Tomahawk Conference game, Tomahawk Conference opener. We actually have 3 of them before Christmas here, so we need to win that one. And then South Fulton comes to town. They gave us a really good game last year. And then on Saturday is a big one. 4A school, Pekin High School is coming down. We are very fortunate that we get the opportunity to play Pekin. I know Delvin's playing them again this week on Wednesday, but Delvin's going back to Pekin. They agreed to come to Illini Central, so you're not going to see many 4A schools visiting a 1A school this year, so it should be fun.
Yeah, and hopefully we can make it fun, give them a run, or maybe they give us a run. Maybe we can get off to a big lead.
Yeah, I mean, it was a battle last year. We had a fourth-quarter lead. They're pretty good. They're big. Well, we're pretty good if we make shots, so it should be fun. Come on out, 6 o'clock for the varsity start on Saturday night. So
yeah, and then another high school sport that we have is our wrestling that we send to Midwest.
Yeah, Remy Vonderheide, he had 2 wins on Friday night. That's the only update I got on the coach for the Illini Central wrestlers. They're actually off this week. I know you mentioned one of our wrestlers is dropping weight to try a new weight class. Kind of unique, but we haven't had it before, so might as well try it and see what happens. So they're the 14th. They're at Beardstown, but they're just practicing this week and trying to get better. So
yeah. And then the middle school side, we've got middle school boys basketball. I know they played again last night.
Yeah, middle school boys basketball. 7th grade team's on a roll. They picked up a big win over Delvin last night at the 7th grade level. 8th grade team, got beat kind of bad, but that Delvin 8th grade team is really, really, really good. It's one of the best we're going to play all year. So it's still been a good run. They picked up a couple wins last week. Thursday night they're playing Virginia here in Easton, which I think should be 2 wins for them. Each team should win. So that just keep adding the wins. Getting experience, having fun. That's all that really matters.
Yeah, and with the experience, and also like you've said in past podcasts here, they're going to see the same group multiple years. So figure out what they do, and then maybe get them next year in a JV game or a couple of years in the varsity.
Yeah, our job isn't to beat Delvin as 8th graders. Our job is to beat them as seniors. So that right now they're ahead of us, but we have time to catch up, and I think we will. We have enough kids that work at it, and I think we'll be okay. So
yeah, and so middle school volleyball, they're just getting started.
Yeah,
right?
they've been practicing. They kind of have a whole month of December to practice, which is not very fun. But hopefully they're learning some things, improving, working on some fundamentals, and then they can put that in play when they start games in January. So
yeah, they just got to keep it interesting, keep working hard, getting better every single day at practice.
For sure.
Is that all we got?
That's all we got. It's a big week. There's a lot going on in Cougar Den and Easton. So come on out and don't sit at home. But come check out some Cougars in action.
All right, well, thank you for watching, and make sure to look out in future weeks for more Cougar coverage right here on the Atlanta Central Sports Network.